camera sucks so bad. Why does my camera suck? It's so funny. It's better without the damn. So stupid. 3's better. It's the exposure. It's better. Roll with that. Need a better webcam anyway. Alright, that's all set. All the things are streaming. Looking good. Looking sharp. See if it's working. Oh. Looks like it. Change account. Boom. Alright, cool. She works. Alrighty, boys. Well, do a little prep for tomorrow night. I do need to take a gander. This is not going to be very representative because it was in the rain. I'm trying to find a good comparison. Maybe I'll make a couple. How to do this? So, start here. Second and a half. I don't know how well this plays for you guys. Holy hell. She's bright. Alright, 1 and 2. There's room to be had. Carousel's gotta be terrible. Huh, that's not too bad. 7. Really? I'm just letting off too much. They're going much wider than I am. Okay. I can't believe that's the turn I need the most work on from this lap. That's crazy. And sad. Alrighty. Let me double check all this. The scripts are still working. Yes, it is. Or is this script still working? Yes, it do. Cool. Alright. Do a couple laps. I need to get back to this as a benchmark. And we'll go from there. 50 liters. Definitely don't want that. Let's just reset this just in case. Road America R1, dry 50. People are like joining this session. They're like, oh shit, that's not what I want. There at Monza. I'm not there yet. I'll be at Monza Wednesday. I was messing with my brakes a little earlier. Not the best of ideas, but I have those sometimes. Alright. Here's my all-time lap. It is at 2:05.1. I wonder if I should go by sector. Let's just go with this. Well, how y'all doing tonight? Hope some of my regulars stop by. It's like Cheers. 2051. What's up, dude? Hit me with that first name again. Not Scott. That's BB Racing. Practice chilling. Yeah. Yeah. I need it. Almost need to wash out. What's up, Grant? Noah. That's right. I should know that. It's one of my son's friends' names. I'll commit it to memory one of these days. I suck with names. I'm trying. Grant, you're easy, bro. Yeah, I kind of feel like I needed to flush last night a little bit, because my league race tomorrow night here will not be in the wet. So I need to almost just forget about last night and get ready. That's right, you are a regular. Where everybody knows your name. Yeah. That's one of the things I do like about YouTube too, like, it's most people's just their name. Makes it easy. Alright, warm some tires up. I don't know if y'all saw the first part. I brought up VRS, so I could compare the best lap that I did the other day in the dry, and try to get back to that lap, and then see if I can figure out which corners I'm losing the most time on, and then focus on those corners and try to make some progress. So we'll start by just trying to get back to that, a low 205. I should have taken a picture. I took the whole pedal tray out of my rig like an hour and a half ago, because the pedal plate for the Simucube pedals came in today. Well, before I just had them mounted directly to the rig. I'm not even sure if it was a good idea to do it, but anyway, it's all done now. So, my distance is a little different. All that. That was definitely a better way through there. It actually feels quite good. Feels a little bit more like I'm driving my car. Oh, why did I go so far? I just went and got a bunch of toys for my daughter. I'm just chilling. Very cool. Oh, you're fine, dude. Please. Family time's #1, of course. I'll be your entertainment in the background. You can have her point at the TV and make fun of the man on the screen who keeps wrecking his car. I'll be that guy tonight. I'm here for it. Who is that crazy looking fellow on the TV that keeps crashing his car? Well, that's Chris. Man, I feel like that lap was pretty good, except the part where I went off the track. Actually, I don't want to look at that lap.
8.608.
Alright, let's take a gander. Rip, wrong one. Went too far. See if it pops in here. So this was the lap we were comparing against. This was my all-time fastest so far. It was like a 2:05.19 something something. So, kind of looking through it, where I needed the most work was that quick little kink at turn 7, which is so strange. I would have guessed it was the carousel, but I was going to call it a cul-de-sac. That's terrible. Anywho, obviously this isn't going to be super representative because it was dirty. Let's see, is it up yet? It's dirty, so it's not going to let me use it. It's a 208. Come on. Upload. Make sure I'm on the right session here. Yep. Yep. The only reason I wanted to see it was because turn 7 was significantly better that time. Come on. I am running the stupid thing, aren't I? Yes. Weird. Okay. Too bad. Let's do it again. So how was y'all's Monday? Pretty chill around here. It's my kid's first day back at school after spring break. So it's actually pretty quiet. It's also the first day in 3 weeks or so that nobody's been here to work on the kitchen. Because it's done. Thank God. Doing that a little bit better. Had work. Oh, don't get me wrong, I was working too. I work at home, so it's a little more chill. That's for sure. Had some Chipotle for lunch. Some kids weren't around. I was like, I'm going to get some Chipotle. Pretty nice. Software development. I'm a big old nerd. Sit in front of a bunch of computer screens and make the programs do the thing. I've been advocating for working from home pretty much my entire career. You know, it's like an office space where the guy's like, I'm a people person. I'm like the opposite of that. I'm not a people person. I want to just sit and do my thing. It's like Kimi Räikkönen always says, you know, like, leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, this thing's got some grip. Love to be able to work at home, yeah. Yeah, just don't like putting up with people's bullshit, you know? To be honest, that's not as simple as it gets for me. I'm not here for that. Computers don't talk back, you know? Kind of know where you stand with the ones and zeros. It's very straightforward. Almost there. Yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. Definitely lucky in that respect. Just naturally it works for me, given what I do. Get back on earlier there. This will be a good lap to compare. Hopefully it uploads.
.527. You just set the fastest lap.
Really? Not me. I was thinking about going, like, just retiring from software development and just going, like, full-time streaming. But I'd probably have to move to a shed in my mom's backyard, and I'm not sure that would work out for my family. So here I am, streaming at night, like normal people. There we go. What, that was dirty? Huh. Don't remember that. Alright, let's take a look. So that was 1.8 off versus the 1.5 almost. So it turns... Let's see if I can do this so y'all can appreciate this a little bit. There we go. AC 130 crew chief in there. Damn, son, that's cool. Very cool. I don't know nothing about that stuff, that's for sure. So 1 and 2 is basically the same. Keep going here. So 1/10. The way I look at, with, you know, right or wrong, the way that I do this, if I'm within, if the first number here starts with a 1, I pretty much say, like, we're good here. You know what I mean? Like, I do not try to match them completely because they're like, you know, 8, 9K aliens. So if I can get with, if this number starts with a 1, obviously I'd be happy if it was like a 1-0 as opposed to like a 1-9. I don't want it to be close to 2/10, but, like, you know, if it starts with a 1, I'm generally going to move on and focus somewhere else, right? So looking at turn 5. Trying to see what I did. You can tell here the lap, my all-time lap, I did a little bit better job of squaring that thing off as opposed to this one. I wanted to some reason to dig deep. So I'll see if I can make that adjustment. But also looked like I came in with less speed, which would have been impacted here obviously. So, but yeah, everything else is pretty decent. I mean, came off pretty much right when I needed to and got on a little bit early, but similar, pretty similar in brake traces and things like that. So I don't think that's a big one to worry about because I've already done it well there, and I feel like I've done that corner quite well a few times. So probably won't worry about that one. Turn 6, I don't know why I get through here so well. I mean, I really don't. That time I actually ran a little wide. I ran wide that time too. Interesting. Yeah, for some reason I've just gotten through there pretty well. Alright, turn 7, so that was the big one. So that's where I was trying to focus some improvement. So before, you know, I was getting all the way down to like 20% throttle, basically almost completely letting off. For here I was only down to about 50-ish, so that's an improvement. But obviously you can get through there only at like 70 or 80% throttle, so I need to work on that, but progress. My line was better this time too. I'll stay on that much better. I still keep it a little tight where they go all the way on that runoff, where before I was pinching it off too much, but also I wasn't carrying the speed, so that would make sense. Turn 8 looked good. Carousel, I know I busted that time, so I won't get on it too hard. Turn 11. Let's get to the end here. Turn 11. Oh, the kink. Yeah, I can do better with that. 12 was good. 13 actually was pretty dang solid, where this one was not as much. What turn is that? Oh. Yeah. It just depends on what lap you're on. If it's an early lap, you can give it more throttle, or like here I had to let off a good amount. Here I only just barely let off, 70% versus 30%. And then turn 14 is pretty decent. So if we're looking in total here, where was the biggest shake? So carousel would have made a huge difference. which on the previous lap, carousel was much better. So that was basically a 2/10 loss. So that would have brought me to 1.6 if I had done that correctly. And then turn 5, but I've done turn 5 pretty well, so more like 1.4. So where would have been the big loss? Turn 1 and 2, still at like 2/10. So it's really 1 and 2. So if I can focus on 1 and 2, which is always seemingly a problem for me, turn 7, which shouldn't be too big a deal, and then the carousel, that's most of the time. Turn 5, like I said, I'm not too worried about that one. I'm letting off too early, and I'm trying to get back on the throttle too early. And I guess I'm trying to get back on the throttle too early because I've braked too early. I've lost all that speed. Look at the delta in speed at the point that I start to try to accelerate, because I realize, like, hey dummy, you're going too slow. That's a huge gap. Huge gap. Yeah, the kink is good for me, for sure. At least in the race last night, it was huge for me, because I guess everybody was hitting the brakes. Where I found if you just let off, the downforce would do its job. Interestingly, too, I don't have the steering angle in this like they do. So that's something that, I'll tell you all this, like, I've noticed for myself, and I don't know why I do this, but I don't turn the wheel enough. Like, you can see they've basically got 90 degrees in it, and I've got 48, 50. So I've got the wheel like this, and they're cranked. And they're cranked mid-corner, and they're holding that. I've got to get better with that. I always find that's a thing for me. This is VRS, Virtual Racing School. So they do like setups, which I use their setups for these cars. And then you can download this little program that runs in the background somewhere and logs all your telemetry. And then you can come in here and look at your driving stats, and it'll show you all the cars you've driven. So like you can see, most recently I drove this one here, but if I click into the Porsche, it'll show you last night I ran 19 laps, which was our race. This was my fastest time, track temps. You can click into that session and you can see all the laps I ran. So these were the laps before the pit stop. No, that's not right. That was practice. Where was all this? Stint 3. Yeah, here we go. So this was the race. It'll show you all the setup differences, race laps. I did my pit, and then I came out and finished. Yeah, it's awesome. And so if you pay for it, you can see that this was the coach lap. I'll show you that real fast. So they have data packs. So this is the one for the GT Sprint Series, the Porsche 911 that I like. And so if we could look at previous weeks, go back to Road Atlanta or Road America. They've got like tutorials, video guides, all the sets, replay files, all that stuff. Then you can go in, you can see his lap, and then what I'm doing is comparing his fast lap to mine. So when I'm saying I'm 1.4 seconds off, it's 1.4 seconds off the coach lap. And then what I'm looking at right here, the blue, is the coach. So the coach got off the brakes a touch, and then he got off at that mark where I got off. I'm red, so I got off too early. I put a little brake in it. He didn't, right? Or no, he put a little brake in it. I didn't. So you can see when you're getting back on the throttle and compare yourself to the coach. So you can learn a shit ton, basically. All right, so focus again on 1 and 2. Try to get 90 degree cranked. Keep working on turn 7, 70-80% throttle, and then carousel. If I could do those things, I should get down to like a 1.2 seconds off the pace, which would be, let's see what that lap was again. So if I'm 1.2 off that, so like a 2:04.9. So if I could get to the 2:04s, I probably made some progress. So let's get back to that. So that's what I do, man. That's how I do it. Just rinse and repeat. keep putting in those laps. Try to focus on maybe 1 or 2 corners at a time, and just keep going. And when I've done that, and I can repeat it, come back, take a look at the telemetry, try to find the next corner that's I'm losing the most time, see what I can do to make it better. That sun's not bright. Oh, cold. So yeah, that's kind of my whole process. I like to try to be a little methodical about it. What's up, dude? I'm here for the lulz. Tire's still a little cold. .204 is the goal. 204.9 would be fantastic. Dude, sun's no joke. Nice to see you here, bud. Alright. Tire's still a little cold. Prefer to see some low 80s before we judge the laps too hard, but it's aggressive. Y'all think I'd be stupid if I wore sunglasses while doing this? In my house, in the basement, at dark, and at night? Hard to hit those marks when the sun's blasting you in the face. Got it too hard. Tomorrow is my super competitive league. Maverick for cars. Do like a little Dr. Disrespect iRacing version. Oh yeah? Have you been on iRacing for a while? Do you work there? Are you gonna tell us the secrets? Give us all the insider information? I know what you guys are working on. Yeah, let me some iRacing. Isn't the ABS a little too hard right there? Wow. Dang it. Yeah, it's fun, man. It is fun. Not sure how I'm losing that time in the final corner.
6.687.
So Shane. $11 a.m. in Brisbane. Oh damn! Man over here living in the future. What's it like in Tuesday? Is it a beautiful day? I guess it's you guys are starting to catch fall. Is that right? leaves turning and stuff. Not gonna lie, that still blows my mind. Santa Claus comes for you in the middle of winter, summer. That's wild. GT7. Ah, too deep. Too deep. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even sure I believe them. I feel like it's a joke. I feel like the Australians are just messing with us. GT7, sorry, for sim racing doesn't compare to this. Yeah, for sure, but you know, you gotta start somewhere, right? I could tell you stories for days of, might not even remember it. The game is called it was literally just called NASCAR Racing, made by Papyrus back in, I don't even know what year it was, but it must have been 94 to 96, somewhere in that range. I was in middle school, which dates me a little bit. I would take that, used to get books and video games back then for your PC. I would take that to middle school instead of my actual books. And, I would study that thing, and then I'd come home in the afternoon and play on the computer, and I would run like a 500 lap Bristol race. But I didn't have a wheel or anything, but I had an old joystick, and I would literally use the joystick as my input, so, which was actually kind of legit, if I'm being honest. So if you held the joystick forward and then you just slightly went left and right, you could get it was easier to get very fine inputs as opposed to like trying to leave it straight up or whatever and do it. But if you could push it down and just barely turn it almost, I was legit. So I guess your missile button on the top, that was my brake, and the trigger was my gas. And I would literally run full-length NASCAR races out of my dining room on an old-ass computer back in 1990-something. See, I've been sim racing for a long time. Forza, Gran Turismo, name it. I've done it. Gotta start somewhere. Actually, true. We gotta get back into it. Yeah, dude, do it, man. It comes and goes, right? Like, it's a hobby like anything. You'll do it for a while, and maybe you'll fall out of it for a while, but you inevitably come back to it. I love this car, dude. I think it sounds fantastic. As soon as they put a Corvette in here, though, I'm out. Straight to the vet. Straight to the vet. Unless it's terrible, but I hope they don't do that to me. F1 2021. That's awesome. I feel like the last F1 game I played was like 20... I want to say it's like 20... Oh shit, 16? Something like that. Gotta figure this corner out better. That was better. Just try to throw some speed in there and let it rotate. I need to get the chat to stay around longer than 60 seconds. Is it really? That's cool. 5.568. I missed the part where you said it's beautiful in Australia. Isn't it always beautiful in Australia? But you live literally on the other side of the world, which still blows my mind. I work in software, so time zones are like a whole thing for me. I fucking hate time zones. And still, I feel like I'm just getting trolled when there aren't fires. Yeah. Yeah, that's certainly unfortunate. Also, spiders can kill you there. At least that's what we're told. That sounds terrifying. Dang, man, I'm still off. That's not the same lap, was it? That's the one. Felt better than that. Oh hell yeah! They look like it looks like something out of a movie. Alright, 1 and 2 still suck. Let's see. Turn 3 is shit. What are we doing? I don't know why they call that 1 and 2. Where's the other turn? The little bend? 3, 4. Okay. Started sim racing on F1. I'm a GT7. Watch other people. I just don't think I can't get enough of it. Hey man, you were in the right spot then. I do a lot of it, so please come hang, chat, shoot the shit. You know, all the fun things. Looks like I figured out turn 5. Attaboy. Oh hell yeah! Look at that brake trace, baby. Little janky at the end, but you know, good enough. Got on the throttle quite early. Yeah, what he said. If you like what you're watching, do it. Alright, turn 6. Solid. Turn 7. That's significantly better than it was the other day. Much better. Still 50%. I'm still half off throttle. Plenty of speed to carry. I'm starting to get the exit on there better. If you take a gander at that from earlier.
Kimmy, you missed the presentation by Pele.
Hey!
Yeah. Will you get over it?
Yeah, I was having a shit.
I'll never get tired of that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Where was it? Where was that problem? That was a problem in 1 and 2? No. More a problem in 3, I thought. No, better there. Maybe it was 1 and 2. Where, yeah, they're doing like 90% and I'm at freaking 35, 40. That's terrible. Let's see. Still terrible. Even worse. How is this a thing? Like, you can look at it down. You probably can't see that actually, because my face is in your way. So down here, this is their angle. They've got it cranked where the blue line goes, so almost that. I have it that. I have it that far. That's insane, man. That makes no sense. How the hell? They counter steered a little bit. That's bananas. I gotta figure that out. Like, that's obviously a huge mistake. It's like burned into my brain to not turn the wheel so that I don't scrub speed, because I used to run like skippies and stuff where they're so momentum based. Any speed scrubbing at all was like a massive no-no. Alright, turn 7, improvement, better line. 8, terrible. We'll chalk that up to maybe it was just a bad lap. Still not doing so hot on the carousel. Oh, what's up, dude? Major issue with GT3. So it's easy to lose so much on the table. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, the car, I hate to even say this out loud, but everybody says it. They're easy to drive. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, everything's easy to drive if you drive it at like 5 seconds off the pace, right? But yeah, these cars are tough. They're tough to extract like full pace from. And yeah, I'm clearly not there. But yeah, it's a fine line, right? It's a fine line. Alright, so carousel we got to keep working on. Turn 11. I think that's actually, it's not the turn, it's the fact that I'm not carrying the speed that they're carrying from the carousel exit. So of course I'm going to be slower in the kink. Same with the straight. Turn 12, I don't know what it is about that thing, but I'm decent. Alright, 13's a little bit better, I think. Nope, that was terrible. It must have just been one of the early laps where I could just floor it. Kind of can't look at that one, unfortunately. 14. It's so funny that I'm actually pretty decent in 14 when I feel like I'm doing terrible. But I'm getting, oh, so they're letting off way earlier than I did. That's kind of fascinating. I say way earlier. That's probably, what is that? That's a difference of 25 meters between there and there. So, I don't know, 5 meters? I'm trying to get on too early. Or they're letting it roll through quite a bit. Yeah, my brake trace looks pretty bad. Alright. It's easy to drive, hard to maintain the speed around any given track without losing time. Absolutely. Yeah, it's like anything, right? It's like it's easy to get to like 95%, you know? But when you're trying to get to that last couple percentage points out of it, it's a whole different beast. So I will say too, this is probably not going to be as efficient as I normally am, because normally I'm not talking while doing this. And I've learned that my brain is not capable of doing but basically one thing at a time. So I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm not expecting tons of progress while we're doing it. Alright. So are we going to focus still? Still in the same places, I think. Carousel's the big one. Carousel's so critical because I gotta get better. Gotta find a way to keep that speed up. And I still, like, I look at the way they do this, I'm like, I do not get it. They basically let off. They in fourth, they do is they get to fourth. He's in fourth early. So he's in fourth gear. Lets off. Gradually. Touches the brake to just get that nose in. Stays in fourth gear all the way through, which is bananas. And then picks it up basically right at the middle, which makes sense. And then slowly gets back into it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I've seen him do it. You can run this back too. So if you just want to look at one turn, you can see what the coach did in that corner. And I've got it at half speed, so you can kind of pay attention to the inputs and stuff. Starts turning right at the bridge. Off. It's hard to pick a spot when they're off. But he's just completely off. Completely off. And then just inherently knows when to get back on. Is going to be able to stay tight the whole way through. If I could figure this out, yeah, that would be better. Alright, let me stop this thing from playing. Back at it. Let's give it a couple more laps. The session's only got 40 minutes left. $12 people on YouTube, man, y'all are awesome. If you go back, he gets back on the throttle after the fence on the inside. Back on the throttle after the fence on the inside. Okay. I'm digging it. It's getting dark. I can see my lights off those trees.
You got the black flag. You didn't exit the pits safely. You have to drive through the pits without stopping.
Chad, you suck.
Okay, punch it. We're done. Get going.
Chill, bro. Lacking for GT7 the ability to know what you're doing wrong without following a ghost, because I don't like following a ghost. It takes away from the actually learning the track. Yeah, there's definitely something to both. Sometimes I like to download the replay file and follow it, or get into a session with some fast dudes and just try to follow them around the track. And that I learned so much by just seeing somebody else do it. It's super helpful for me sometimes. I need to figure out when to get off, just think. In, out, in. For the length of the carousel, yeah. Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard because you're carrying so much speed. I think I just need to take it slow. Cold tires. Watch for the fence. Alright, let's do this slow. So we're in fourth. So he's actually in it. Lets off about here-ish. Cruising at this point. Picks it up. And then just carries it all the way through. We'll try. I find it fascinating that he's not like diamonding that corner, but it's actually staying tight. Yeah, I saw it. The green fence. Game has weather. Yeah, it definitely does. They just added rain, actually. That's a whole thing, dude. If you're even remotely curious, actually, the league race I did last night, I edited the hell out of that thing from like a 50-minute video down to like 16 minutes. I would recommend checking that out if you want to see what it's like to race in the rain. We did it last night here in a league race, and it was absolutely insane. So I would recommend taking a gander at that if you're of interest. Fabio! Every time I see your name, I'm gonna say Fabio. It's a meme. It's the thing. It was a fun race. Man, spoiler alert, I spun myself out on lap 1. But honestly, that made it so much fun. Strategy came into play. I was running people down a little bit, spinning myself out some more. It was fun. I had a good time. I missed that apex. Alright, let's see if I can do this a little bit faster. Shit. So he's already in 4th gear. I picked it up a little too late. Okay. I need to carry more speed in. Undercut. The undercut was legit. So I didn't realize it in the moment, but that dude was coming out of the pits and I passed him like literally as he was exiting the pits. I didn't realize it till I went back and was editing the video last night. That undercut was perfect. For sure. That's true, it was. True. A lot of fun with that. I'd like to see some strategy come to play. Alright, it's going to be a high 10 or 205. Ooh, 206 even.
6.038.
Alright, let's see if we can get one in here. Actually broke too late, I think. So the fact that that's green means I'm doing better currently than my fastest lap ever, which is the one we're comparing to, that 205.1. Skated through that. Too early. Damn it! I think we're getting somewhere though with that fence. That's a good reference. I wanna remember this lap. I'd like to look at the start, because turn 1, 2, I think even 3 was actually, damn it, pretty much on point. Yeah. No, that's definitely the move. Track temp's going down a little bit too. It's just under 19 degrees. It's going to make a difference, but close enough still to have a good reference point.
5.86.
turned the wheel hard that time. Not green, but I thought it was going the right direction. Close. Almost. The entry on that was messed me up. Carried too much speed. Right, you were red right at the line, lower speed after the final turn. Yeah. Yeah, that gets tough because once you start pushing for like those final tenths, like fuel consumption, like how much fuel I have in the tank starts to matter for weight. The tires have 4 laps on them instead of 2, right? Like that stuff starts to matter a lot. I mean, literally, if I took the exact same set and just dropped the weight from fuel down to, you know, just a couple liters to get through like 2 laps, I mean, just instantly I'm going to be faster. Much better T7. I think I let off too early. Like too abruptly. Probably the best I've gotten through there in a while, but slide them. Lost a little bit there by not hitting the apex. Better. Yeah, I think so. It feels like if I'm waiting for the fence to really come into play.
5.2.
That was a good lap.
7. You just hit the fastest lap.
The problem with that is, currently I feel like I'm waiting way too long, and I think I'm just not carrying enough speed in. So I gotta figure that out. God, dog it. Too early. I need to look at that line, see if I should be chasing it in or trying to slightly later. Yeah. Not good. too much that time. Push me wide. It's just it's tough, man. It's just one of those things. You have to hit it just perfect. I just don't have that feel. Once you get the feel, you do it one time, you're like, oh, that's it. I'm gonna go back and look at that last lap. Do that after this, unless I get a hell of a run out of the final corner. Yeah, too early. Alright, let's take a look at that last one, because that was a good lap. And I'm overdriving it a little bit right now, too. Whew, I guess bright. Was it 2:05.2? Was it dirty, though? It's not in there yet. There it is. So, yeah, it's still not as good as that first lap. Let's see what we've changed. So, 1 and 2 still not there. Steering angle is still terrible. I don't understand at all. I'm braking a little too early and just a little too hard. Figure the corner before the carousel. Yeah, it's for sure. That's definitely where I'm missing some things. There's a little bit of a dip in the camber there in that corner that you're referencing. I guess it's turn 8. But yeah. Alright, so 1 and 2 still. 3 is definitely better. Basically getting 3 the way I was. I was a little wide there, didn't quite hit the apex. Alright, straight was better because 3 was better. 5, that's actually very good, but already doing that. 6, solid even though it went really wide. That's interesting. But again, I mean, we're talking about like one lap. I'm not obviously good enough to be super consistent. So there's that. 7, basically about the same as before, doing a much better job of using all the track. Basically already doing that, but if you compare it to my fastest lap previously, like I clearly didn't do that. T8, which is interesting because I'm getting through there quite well. It's funny, man, even if you look at the speed, I'm right on the speed. Matter of fact, I'm a little bit faster. At least here I am. Here I was not. Way off. But yeah, speed-wise, I was actually doing quite well. Look at the, I mean, this is the gap. So, yeah, remember I said I was like I let off way too early and too abruptly. I just went straight off. We just kind of like, feathered it out, and then let off. And then I was trying to accelerate because, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I said it in the lap, like I just let off as if I'm letting off for any other corner. This is definitely unique, so I need to like feather off a little bit better, or at all. Then come off of it, and see, I'm trying to get back on it because I knew I let off too early, and then that pushed me wide. You can see my line actually pushes out wide, and I lose some speed through there. So I'm going faster than him here because I'm trying to accelerate. But yeah, obviously I'll lose it the rest of the way, and then all the way down that straight. So yeah, just finding it. It's a feel. And I gotta find that feel. Alright, so carousel still needs work. 11, good. 12, good. 13 is going to be tough again because I did this like 4 or 5 laps into a stint. You're not really going full throttle at that point. And 13, and then 14, not bad could be better. I wonder too if I could compare this lap to see the temperature difference. So his is a little bit warmer. I don't know if it shows you everything else about that lap. But like, you know, how much rubber's on the track matters, and wind direction matters, and humidity matters, and all that stuff matters when you're trying to get tenths of a second out of a 2-minute lap. It all matters for sure. Let's see what's going on Discord land tonight. Jeez. Cool, cool. Alright, let me get a couple more. I've only got 20 minutes left in the session. And we can go from there. So that's that lap. Come on, I'd love to get a freaking 2:04.9. I'd be thrilled if I could just do that one time. Yeah. No, I probably should. I mean, the truth be told, like, I'm definitely not doing as well because I'm streaming. Which, you know, it is what it is. Rip, cold tires. But yeah, it is fun. I love doing this. It's kind of my little method. I don't like to just go and run like 100 laps or something crazy. I like to try to break it down. But streaming's a catch-22, you know. I really enjoy it. I really do. It makes it so much more fun than if I'm just sitting here by myself racing. But cold tires. But yeah. If I'm being honest, performing better is definitely more important. But yeah, at the same time, I'm just having fun with it. You know, do a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of Twitch. Just enjoy myself, and whatever happens, happens. That's why I don't think you haven't seen one of the special events yet. Yeah. Honestly, that's just true, man. I'm hyper competitive. That's just my nature. But yeah, when we do the big special events, like 24 hours of Daytona and stuff like that, I'll stream those all, you know, start to finish. But when my stints come up, I actually disable the chat so people can still chat. But I can't see it. So I can't see it. I don't talk. I've got the microphone up and I'm locked in and I do my stint. Because the last thing I want to do is look up, read a message, and then screw it up. When my teammates and I have been practicing, literally we've been practicing for like a month on Daytona. The last thing I want to do is screw it up for everybody. So, yeah, that's just, you know, I take the racing seriously. Yeah, man, hey, that's just one thing you're gonna get from me, I'll be honest. You know, that's the easiest thing you can do. Yeah, they're fun. The next big one is the Nürburgring 24. That's like mid-May. We've already kind of started talking about it, but don't have a firmed up plan or anything just yet. But yeah, that's coming. So far this year we've done Daytona 24, Bathurst 12, Sebring 12. Shoot. Yeah, Nürburgring will be insane. I've never done that one. Actually, I don't think many of our team has done that one yet. So you're generally doing a full fuel run. I consider that one stint, right? So it's basically an hour. So we'll generally do doubles. So like Sebring, we did doubles. So you're basically doing a full fuel run of an hour, coming in, getting new tires and a full set of fuel, going back out, doing another. After an hour, come in, somebody switches for you. So generally works like that. And so for the Nürburgring, being a 24-hour race, we'll probably have 6 drivers. Something like that. Just depends on how many people speak up about doing it. And making sure we can all decide on the right car to drive. So, the Nürburgring 24, there's like 5 different car classes. GT3 is the fastest, and then they have like GR86s, TCRs, GT4, and Porsche Cup.
6.193.
So, I'm going to try to lock in here. Yeah, I'm pushing for the GT3. I think it'll just be fun to be the fast class. Like in Daytona 24, we did the GTP car, which is a lot of fun, because we did constant overtaking. Damn it. That little slide right there. Yeah, Daytona we had 1 team, Bathurst and Sebring we had 3 teams. I think Nürburgring will probably just have 1. But you can kind of see what I mean, right? Like I start talking and my concentration goes out the window. It's just hard to do both. The people that do it, I don't know how they do it. Lots of practice, I guess. Look at that apex. Yeah, fence is definitely the right play. I've just got to find the entry a little bit better. I feel like I am not carrying enough speed, so I want to get on the accelerator before the fence gets there, or the end of it gets there. Slide killed me. Damn it. Thought I was in second gear. I need to figure out when to pick it up. As soon as it goes from my view, I feel like that's a little too long. Alright, so we can get one more lap in here. I mean, don't worry, the way this works, tomorrow I'll come out for the race and I'll just like instantly drop a 204. Because of course, that's how it works. Too much. That was a hell of a save though.
5.393.
Really try to focus on those exits. Almost had it. Almost went green. I could feel it. It's probably the best way I've gotten through there in a while. Yeah, that's a good lap right there. Why can't I just do that every single time? If only, right?
5.314.
Temp hasn't changed, but these conditions have to be helping me a little bit. Whenever you hear the traction control noise, you know something bad happened. Scrubbed a little too much right there. I knew it as soon as I did it. Too early. Seven minutes to go.
.68.
Need to open this corner up and not hit the freaking dirt. Overslowed. Shit. hear that sound. Every time. Let's smooth through here. Didn't hear the scrub. That's good. Still possible. Oh, cut it too much. Dang it. Alright, well, as a confidence builder, let's go out and qualifying trim. Road America, Q. Let's go out there and feel better about it. That's one thing I always like to do too. If I don't hit my goal, just
5 laps of fuel left.
put the qualifying set on. You just see the speed difference right there just from not carrying around the extra weight. It's so funny. Full tires. Got a little loose. Same there. Oof. It's one thing about low fuel. You start seeing places where the car's not as planted. Oh! Shit, am I gonna have enough time to get around? Dang it. No, I'm just in an open practice session. I think I literally just caught like the last one, Andrew, before the week turned. But it is PRL practice for me, yes. Yeah, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I'm practicing for tomorrow night. Got it. Clear as mud, right? Can't cut it that much. Did you guys even get any solar eclipse action in Hawaii, or is it one of those things where it's like it's always beautiful here, don't mess with us? It's supposed to be sunny here all the time? Yeah, man, me too. It's, I don't know if you've seen one of those races yet, but oh my god, they're a whole different beast. Good question. I think they're both at Monza, actually. I think... So PRL follows the official, so that's definitely going to be at Monza. Broken Wing, which is Sunday night, they don't follow the official. So I believe Monza is next Sunday, and then Le Mans is the next, and that's it for that one. Client's got a 2024 Corvette until the mini inspection. No real clips. Watched all the videos, awesome. I'm trying to think. I don't even remember where the hell we were. Is that the Interlagos one? Andrew, if you ever make it to Virginia, I mean, you can drive mine. It's not a 2024, but it's close enough. I'm trying to think where the race was. I don't even remember, honestly. I got all screwed up because they weren't. One of them wasn't following the officials. Skippy School VIR. Ooh, nice, dude. I'm trying to get a VIR. I would like to take the Corvette to VIR. Just a track
You
day.
have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Last. Yeah, there was definitely one. Like Interlagos was not so great. Oh my god, for me. I'm like totally blanking. I'll look at it here in a second. He's talking about the race Skippy School. Golly. Oh, it might not be enough. It's gonna be close. Come on, 2 more, 1 more, 2 more. Come on!
Practice is over. Head on in.
Bro. I missed it by 7 milliseconds. It was 2:05.007. That's unfortunate. I'm on it this lap though, but tire temps are up. Makes a big difference. Looks like I should be able to finish this lap. Well, for the longest time I was just trying to get into the 204s and didn't quite work, so I thought I would do a little bit of a confidence builder and end on a qualifying run instead of just letting it defeat me. So yeah, we're trying to get into the 204s. I suck at this track. And I do need to do poly-sim anyway, so kind of helps. I mean, my optimal's a 204 too. Seems like I could do it. I thought that was going to be an off track. Alright, well hey, at least we did it. Finally. Took a while. Still just barely.
You've got the fastest lap.
2:04.749. We won't tell anybody it was qualifying, and I have no fuel left. And it's completely dark. And perfect conditions, and all those things. Let's look. I'm actually curious, man. You got my curiosity piqued. Ooh, actually, we need to look at that lap too. Doesn't feel like it really counts, but let's look at that real fast. Not quite the same when I'm on qualifying and everything. God, it's so bright. It wasn't dirty, was it? No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was faster in a lot of places because I had no fuel. Still sucked in turns 1 and 2. God, look at that. What the fuck? Why can't I figure that out? Sucks to suck. So I'm on it right there, and then for some reason I start straightening the stupid thing out. It's funny that I'm straightening the wheel out, but they're going at a wider line. I guess they're carrying. Look at the speed difference. Good lord. Yeah, I suck at that. I gotta figure that out. T5. T5 was one I had done. Oh, I just messed it up, I guess. Yeah. All good things. All good things. Yeah, no doubt. 7. I haven't really done great with. 7 still wasn't very good, but I didn't take advantage. I let off way too much, way too long. But look at that though, man. That was progress. Went way too wide. And I tried to just keep some throttle in it. As you can see, a little bit more than they were because I screwed it up early, so I just tried to keep some throttle in it. Everything else is good. Anything, like I said, anything right around that 1/10, I'm totally fine with that. But hey, I didn't have any fuel. Don't tell anybody. All right, let's see where the league race is at, because it got me wondering. So Broken Wing. Schedule. What the hell? Oh, okay. So VIR. That's right. That was a just train wreck. That was a good one for me. Great one for me. Blah. All right. So that's them. What was PRL? Seasons. Schedule. So Algarve was like the test race. Interlagos is, that's right, Watkins Glen. That's right. Yeah, what happened? Oh, I was having a hell of a race at Watkins Glen. That's right. And that freaking second to last corner, man. Damn it. I forgot all about that. That was brutal. On balance, I think having the tire makes a bigger difference than having no fuel. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's, yeah. But if you have both, no fuel and a tire, yeah. I mean, look, I know I can do a 204. I just haven't gotten it. You just look at the optimal by itself. That tells you I can do it. But I'm terrified to see what laps PRL guys are running tomorrow. It's gonna be ridiculous because these guys are stupid quick, and I am not. Let's see. Nothing about the weather. Oh, here we go. Realistic, cloudy-ish, low humidity, which my relative humidity was very high. So it's going to be late afternoon. Winds. That'll be interesting. Sorry about that. Temps are going to be pretty low. No rain. What the heck? Oh, it's at night. That's cool. Yeah. Anyway, that'll be fun. I am looking forward to it. But I tell you, straight up, like with these leagues, I feel like Broken Wing, I should be like competing for top 5s. PRL, I'd be pretty damn happy to finish in the top 20. Like, that's the difference. That's the difference for sure. I don't know if these standings are quite right. Yeah, everybody's number 1. That's not it. Season scoring? Nope. Yeah, their point system is somewhere else, I guess. Kind of curious. I'm not quite finding it here. Here we go. Let's see. Amateur Driver Championship. Is this from this season? It is. Yeah. Hasn't been so good out there. I finished 23rd in the first race, didn't finish the second one. Currently sitting 13th in the amateur class. But long ways to go. It would have been nice if the Portimao race counted, because that's a track I'm pretty decent at. But yeah, 13th for amateurs. My teammate's got to be low because he wasn't at the last race. He's 26th. Team, we're going to be down here at the bottom. That's okay. 14th. So we'll see. Some of these amateur guys are actually pretty daggone fast. I'm not sure if it's fair to even call them amateurs, but I should probably bookmark this. Let's see if we can find the standings for a Broken Wing. I was looking at that earlier. Actually, I think their standings are in here with no drop weeks, at least. Not yet. Season standings, I'm 5th. I'm 5th currently. I was 3rd in that last race, but finishing 11th or 10th or whatever didn't help me much. But my VIR race, I finished 14th, so that would currently be my drop. So, and who knows, some of these guys could have missed races, so they could jump up. I kind of hate the way the drop week thing works, because you really never know where you stand until the very end. So, yeah. Coolio. Y'all got anything else y'all want to chat about, or before I hop off of here? I can't believe it's only 10 o'clock. Feels like it's midnight. You know you're old when it's 10 o'clock and you feel like it's midnight. But yeah, in just working. I feel for you. That's okay though. I'll be working while you're sleeping, so I guess it all evens itself out. Those time zones again. We had a whole conversation about time zones earlier, Andrew. You missed it. It's a whole thing. Alrighty. Alright, gents. Well, thanks for hanging, as always. Shorty, but a fun one. I'll be back tomorrow night. Yeah, just tomorrow night. I gotta go to the freaking dentist in the morning. That sucks. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night doing the thing. So, I'll see y'all then. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate ya. If you're watching and haven't subscribed, there's a button somewhere down there. Click it. Do the thing. The race itself is like I think qualifying starts at like 9:20ish Eastern time. But practice session opens somewhere around 7:30, so I'll probably be streaming closer to like 9 o'clock. Something like that. My kids have baseball tomorrow night too, so I won't be able to spend too much time practicing before it starts. So yeah. But cool. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging.